Pebrero 11, 2023. Alauna sa kadlawon, usa ka panghitabo nga miuyog sa dakbayan sa Cagayan de Oro. Nahitabong shooting incident sulod mismo sa Fort ID Philippine Army Camp Evangelista.
Patay ang 5 sundalo sa nangyaring barilan sa loob ng 4th Infantry Division.
Umalingaw-ngaw ang mga putok ng baril sa loob ng kampo ng Philippine Army sa Cagayan de Oro City.
We're still waiting for the report of what really is the motive for this incident.
Daghan ang nangutana, ang suspect ba nagamit sa ganidiling droga? Ang suspect ba hubog o nag-inom sulod mismo sa kampo? Ang suspect ba biktima sa bullying o nga ni malus lamang? O ang suspect ba adunay mental health disorder? Ato nang may bawaan, kauban ang proud Cagayanon, ang Chief sa Division of Public Affairs Office, Major Francisco Garillo. Ali, mag-istorya ta. Mga ka-istorya, yung tumanon, local law, national law, sila ang inilan sa Atong Pebrero 11, upat ka mga kinabuhi ang nakalas. Ikalima, ang suspect mismo. Nangutana sila, safe pa ba musulod sa Fort ID Camp Evangelista? Unsa man gyud ang hinungdan ani? Is it drug related? Hubog ba ang suspect? Or aduna ba kini mental health disorder? O guban pa nga mga rason nga matubag dinhi sa atong episode. Istorya ta with Ardison Tolibas Arsua, kauban nato ang Chief sa Division of Public Affairs Office, Fort ID Philippine Army, Major Francisco Garillo. Major, mayong adlaw.
Mayong adlaw pod kanimo diha, Ardison, ug sa tanang kauban mo karon buntag. Maayong adlaw sa inyo.
Okay, so sir, kumusta ba karon ang imong opisina sa Dipaw? We have heard nga murag daghan kay mo karon mga activities that keeps you and your staff busy, sir.
Yes, sa public affairs office natin, you're tasked on propagating information sa lahat ng activities, not only sa 4th Infantry Division dito sa headquarters, but as well as yung mga line units natin, yung infantry brigades, infantry battalions na na-deploy sa iba't ibang areas ng ating area of responsibilities sa Caraga region and Northern Mindanao regions, such as the press releases, press statements on the issues.
Nung pumasok kami kanina, sir, sa opisina ninyo, akala namin may radio station kasi may parang may radio booth po kayo doon. Ano yun, Major?
Yes, part ito ng innovation ng 4th Infantry Division under the guidance ng ating commander, Major General Wilbur C. Mamawag, para mas palakasin pa yung public affairs efforts natin.
Ayun.
And in reaching out to wider audience and making that innovation as alternate platform to propagate our informations and other na mga activities, no, for the benefit of the general public.
Yung image kasi ng mga sundalo, parang may image na nakakatakot kasi sundalo parang war freak Yun bang Division of Public Affairs Office nakakatulong para magiging friendly yung image ng ating mga sundalo, Major?
Yung Division Public Affairs Office is a special staff to the commander. So once there is an issue, so we will of course ask the guidance of our commander and what are his intentions, and this will be translated to press releases and press statements. Of course, katulad ng may mangyaring may namaril, sabi niyo po kanina, war freak, ganyan. So we will clarify, we'll provide information. The people, the general public will be able to understand what happened, what transpired. Also, the general public will also know immediately, no, timely, no, accurately. The public affairs will, I've said kanina, clear, no, the issue and of course the position of the 4th Infantry Division.
Yun nga po, Major, nakita namin kung gaano yung ginagawa yung mga paraan or strategy para talaga ma-build ang image ng ating Philippine Army Pero malungkot lang po kasi a few days ago, yung pinaghirapan ninyo, yung ipinundar ninyo na i-build yung image ng Philippine Army. Sa tingin ko po, ano ba? Parang medyo na-tarnish or nasira dahil sa yun nga po nangyaring shooting incident sa loob mismo pa, no? Sa loob pa mismo ng Camp Evangelista. Sir, tinuod ba nga nakatake og illegal drugs ang suspect sa naasoy na shooting incident?
Based sa SOCO report,
Mga kaistorya, ilang tumanon, local law, nakita ko sila ang inilang sa
This Historieta episode is brought to you by Ray Talimio Jr., President, Oro Chamber of Commerce, Councilor George Goking, Christopher Goking, Kagawad Mirna Marban, Retired Colonel Roque Marban, Jasmine Garden, and Mang Jose Construction Supply.
sa loob mismo pa, no? Sa loob pa mismo ng Camp Evangelista. Before we go further on that issue, sir, pwede bang magtanong kung ano nang update sa nangyaring shooting incident?
well, no, tayo'y nalulungkot. The whole command, the whole 4th Infantry Division is grieving right now for the loss of the 5 soldiers, including 1 wounded. We are on half mast right now, so we are mourning the, of course, no, if I may read, no? Isa sa mga namatay ay si Sergeant Rogelio Rojo, Corporal Bernard Rodrigo, si Private First Class Prince Kevin Balaba, si Private Joseph Tamayo, and 1 wounded, si Staff Sergeant Braulio Macalos Jr. And another dead, of course, the suspect ay namatay din during that incident, si Private Jomar Vilubito. After that incident, our Commander 4th Infantry Division formed immediately a board of inquiry team to facilitate and expedite the investigation, yung magkaroon ng speedy resolution ng insidente. Our Commanding General Philippine Army, Lieutenant General Romeo Esbranel Jr., personally extended his sincerest condolences and sympathies to the brave families when he arrived last February 13, and he went to the Fort IDJ kung saan nakahimlay, and immediately nagbigay po siya ng financial assistance, and our 4 victims as well as the suspect has already received financial assistance from the 4th Infantry Division from our commander, Fort ID Major General Mamawag, and meron na rin yung tinatawag nating special financial assistance from HPA na kung saan nga personally ay binigay, at yun nga, nanguna siya sa pag-console sa pag-mourn ng mga pamilya, yung naiwang pamilya ng mga patasundalo. Yung 4th Infantry Division has really valued his soldiers. So nag-conduct tayo ng send-off ceremony and provided a full military honor during that send-off ceremony. At yun nga, nadala na sa respective hometowns ang mga labi ng mga biktima.
Sir, tinuod ba nga nakatake og illegal drugs ang suspect sa naasoy na shooting incident?
Based sa SOCO report, it stated na the suspect, Private Jomar Vilubito, was not under the influence of liquor. And the similar SOCO report said that the suspect was not under the influence of illegal drugs. So after a day of the investigation of Board of Inquiry, ay nalaman natin based from their findings and observations ay wala silang nakitang irregularities. So this now dismisses the notion and allegations that the influence of liquor or illegal drugs could have triggered the incident. So wala na po yun. After nabuo yung Board of Inquiry, ay nagkandak din agad ng random drug test sa buong personnel ng Service Support Battalion, and all of them turned out to be negative. So as per inquiry to those soldiers ng Service Support Battalion, they found out that there was no indication that there was a misunderstanding with his peers and superiors. So in fact, his fellow soldiers sa Service Support Battalion attested na Private Bulabito has a mild-mannered behavior, mabait, very obedient, a little reserved, but a jolly person. He was a skilled mechanic and even a productive member ng Service Support Battalion. With that observations and findings, our Board of Inquiry team looked into the angle of the private life or personal life of Private Bilabito, as well as his mental health condition at the time of the incident. There was this information, but I cannot divulge to you right now. At ito ang mga informations that will help the assessment and evaluation of the subject matter expert, yung psychologist natin and psychiatrist natin, to determine and assess and evaluate ano ba talaga yung mental health condition ni Private Bilabito during or at the time of incident.
May lumabas na ba na report from the psychiatrist?
Yun ang inaantay natin ngayon. So hindi siya madaling process. There's a need to analyze and assess further, and to collate different mga statements and circumstantial evidences to really provide the psychiatrists and even yung mismong mga psychologists natin, so that they can arrive at the concrete conclusion what really triggered Private Bilabito to shoot.
Walang drugs, walang alcohol, at wala na yung bullying issue. So parang yung investigation ngayon ay nakatutok doon sa mental health condition. Pwede pa ba yun na malaman nila ang mental health condition ng suspect gayong patay na siya, Major?
Sabi ko kanina, napakahirap ngayon. We can only assume or provide assessment. Ang atin lang alam talaga, na talagang fact is that he killed those 4 soldiers, yung kanyang kasamahan, dahil nakita natin ito sa CCTV footage, no? When he went room to room to shoot his peers, no? And went to another room, and that's the time, the last room, no? Na kung saan siya ay nabaril ng mga kasunduluhan niya, acting in self-defense, in defense for his fellow soldier.
Hindi po maiiwasan ng mga na magtanong ang mga tao, kumusta ba ang yung hiring process ng ating Philippine Army, particularly yung tinatawag, Major, na neuropsychiatric test ng lahat ng mga gustong pumasok.
Lahat po ng yung neuropsychiatric test ay part ng qualification na ipapasa mo, and as per the Campo Evangelista Station Hospital ay pumasa naman ito si Private Bilabito. And it doesn't necessarily mean na pag ikaw ay pumasa, afterwards ay hindi ka na matatamaan ng mga iba't ibang mental health condition. Dahil meron kang pagdadaanan ng mga stress and other activities that could lead to a collapse of a mental health condition. So isa na nga yan, pag ikaw ay galing ikaw ay naka-experience ng combat. So among the Philippine Army major units, isa ang 4th Infantry Division na may mental health resiliency center. Meron po tayong psychologist dyan. So meron din tayong mga psychometricians. However, our commander 4th Infantry Division directed to his staff na to comprehensively revisit or review the mental health program natin through neuropsychiatric tools and yung sustained na mentoring of troops through troops information education, yung mentoring program of the Council of Elders, at strengthen din yung command sergeant major to go to different units and conduct troops information education regarding mental health awareness. Kung dahil may awareness na sila, may appropriate intervention silang maibibigay agad sa mga dumadaan sa matinding stress or matinding problema. Yung about sa counseling, continue namin yung small group counseling. No? Isa pa is yung enhance yung conduct ng stress debriefings.
Ang tanong ko lang po, itong mga programang ito ba'y nangyari na before or after the incident po?
Yes, nangyari na po ito. That's why I said kanina is we look into increasing and strengthening this kind of activities.
Dahil sa nangyari pong shooting incident, dapat na bang matakot ang mga tao sa ating mga sundalo? O dapat na ba tayong matakot na pumasok dito sa Camp Evangelista, Major?
We assure the general public that this unfortunate incident was an isolated incident. There was no incident prior to this na involving our personnel na such as this na binaril yung kasamaan niya. So we assure them that our 4th Infantry Division, our soldiers are professional, will not waver in its commitment na protektahan yung ating communities. Huwag po silang matakot. The situation in Fort Ed is normal because we already addressed the situation, and the Fort ID is serious to really determine what are the possible gaps, challenges, if there's possibility on lapses sa kung anumang aspect. Ay ano naman yung recommendations natin and actions so that this will not this similar incident will never happen in the future.
Major, salamat sa time na inyong ipinagkaloob. Mensahe nyo na lang sa lahat ng ating mga nanonood sa ating istoryata, Major.
So nagpapasalamat tayo sa pagbibigay ninyo ng panahon sa amin na kami makapanayam. It's an honor and a privilege that we will be able to propagate those information sa inyong platform, no? Dito sa Istoryata. Secondly, gusto natin magpasalamat sa mga mamamayan for continuously supporting and trusting us. Recent survey stated, SWS survey stated that we have an excellent rating and excellent trust rating. This only will give us a motivation, a high motivation in performing our mandate, especially helping our kababayan sa far-flung areas in partnership with our member agencies sa RTF LCAP. Sa ating commander ng 4th Infantry Division, Major General Wilber Karamamawag, rest assured that your 4th Infantry Division will not waver in its commitment, protecting the communities, protecting the people, coordinating with different agencies under the auspices of the Regional Task Force Ending Local Communist Armed Conflict. Mabuhay po ang mamamayan natin, mabuhay po ang RTF LCAP, mabuhay po kayo. Istoryata, salamat po. Magandang araw po.
Maraming salamat po, Major. And that concludes our episode for Istoryata with Ardison Tulibas Arsua. And please don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Mga kaistorya, tumanon, local law, national law, ang inihilang sa
This Historieta episode is brought to you by Ray Talimio Jr., President, Oro Chamber of Commerce, Councilor George Goking, Christopher Goking, Kagawad Mirna Marban, Retired Colonel Roque Marban, Jasmine Garden, and Mang Jose Construction Supply.